Listen to me, Senua. The goddess Hela lies behind the gate to Helheim. To open the gate, you must first face the gods that guard it. The god of fire, Surt, and the god of illusion, Valravn. Spill their blood to open the gate to Helheim and enter the land of the dead.
The gate to Hela, to Dillion.
To his soul. It won't open.
How will she get through?
Why won't it open?
Why can't she open it? She needs to challenge the gods.
She has to fight 2 gods first.
2 gods?
2 gates.
Which will she choose first?
One of them will kill her.
2 gods and 2 gates.
She's going to die. Uh-oh.
Which one will she challenge first?
Be very careful, Senua.
Choose a gate.
The Northmen say that in the beginning there was nothing but darkness. Bitter cold to the north, fiery hot to the south. They say the cold formed ice, which melted from the sparks from the south. The power of the darkness gave life to the dripping ice, and the first giant was born, and was named Ymir. The ice continued to drip, and the power of the void gave life to it, and it became a cow, whose milk fed the giant. That's right, a cow. But you weren't expecting that.
Oh, cows. Suppose they'll be a prevalent animal in any mythology. So, it was Surt of fire and Valravn of illusion. Who do I challenge first? Because fire sounds pretty straightforward. You have flames, you risk getting burned. And I believe this is where I emerged from, correct? Yes. Now, illusion would be, like, say, someone who makes multiple mirror images of themselves in the hopes that you don't know which to strike at. But usually there's a tell or a sign. Fire's cool and all, but I am intrigued by illusion. I think I'll challenge him first.
Surt, the fire giant, has answered.
Oh.
He comes from a land older than mankind.
That wasn't him.
And the Northmen call upon his flaming sword to raze their enemies to the ground. Find him, Senua, and spill his blood.
Wait a minute. The mask wasn't the illusion god?
She found the wretched old fool on her way back from the wilds. An outcast. He was badly burnt all over. She took pity on him, for he was not long for this world. Like her, who spoke of his own darkness. The Northmen.
I thought for sure that the red pinwheel would be flame. But it's the mask? I always took masks to be associated with illusionists and magicians and things of that nature. Unless it's a scowl or a face. Oh, birch trees. I love birch trees. This place seems rather idyllic despite the fact that it's outside the gates of the underworld. Well, of Helheim. Wait. Is that a face in the waterfall? It is a face in the waterfall. Can I speak with him?
Senua, we each walk these lands gazing towards different horizons, some of us further than others. Your father cannot see what you see, but there is nothing wrong with seeing the world the way you do.
Huh. So, her father was disapproving of her because... perhaps because she was haunted by the voices, or... could see what he could not. Is that a depiction of her father, then? Around the riverbed. Darkness. See a gate. Unless I have to reach the gate in time. Maybe that's the case. Oh!
Finish this! Finish him! You're going to see fire.
Oh, they materialize as soon as I defeat them.
He's finished!
Watch out. Ah. Is this him? Seems more prepared or greater. Ah. There we go. Is that it? Did I defeat them all? Well, everything's cleared. Two runes this time.
I can still smell it. The sweet, sickly stench of burning human flesh. And I still hear their cries carried in the wind. Do you hear them too, Senua?
Yes, I heard their screams, and I still hear them now.
The runes are important. I see the N and the Y. Wait, that definitely looks like a Y in the distance. They're close.
Screams will help you. Screams are screaming. Sacrifice. Focus.
Oh, the bodies. There's a whole pile of corpses.
You can hear the runes.
Can you hear them, they say? Hide and seek them. I don't hear any screams here.
The screams will help you. Screams are screaming. Sacrifice. Find them.
They don't seem to be back by the river. Nah, it has to be with the bodies. They might not be with shadows. Are they... I don't look to be in there with them.
What's that sound?
They're screaming.
Are they screaming? Follow the screams towards the runes. The runes are important.
Maybe I have to wait until they get louder.
The runes.
The screams will help you.
Screams are screaming.
None of those stakes seem to be the right shape. I need an N.
You can hear the runes. Find the runes.
I can hear them screaming. Oh, there's a path up here.
What's that sound?
They're screaming.
Are they screaming? Find them.
Oh. There.
Follow the screams. The screams.
Okay, I got the N. Now I'll need to find the Y. Or, I mean, I suppose they aren't runes in the old alphabetical sense.
What's that sound?
They're screaming.
Are they screaming?
There needs to be more of a stake in the middle.
The runes.
Screaming.
Not him. Perhaps another.
The screams towards the runes. The runes are important.
Towards them.
Find
I would suspect with a shape like this, it would have to be one of the men burned at the stake. Oh, there's a pole here. And it creates the shape.
Find the runes.
There.
What's that sound?
The path to Helheim is sealed to the living, but you already walk amongst the dead. Look towards the gate, and you will see that it has opened.
But it has. But there's bodies beyond it.
When they first came to my lands, I knew enough of their tongue to beg for mercy, and they took me as a slave. I wish now that they had slaughtered me like the others. I rode their storm of fire, death, slavery to many lands. This darkness you speak of, I know it well.
And I'm still here to fight it.
Such horrible and heinous things. This looks like another arena. Trees are swaying madly. Is this where Surt dwells? He was definitely doing the come at me.
He's gone!
Yes, Senua. Yes, Senua.
Let them get behind you. Keep them in sight.
2 at once.
You can do it. You're close. Behind you.
Oh, another. Or did he just get up? I have to keep them both in view. All right. Who wants to come first? Because I don't know if I can face both at once.
You won. Finish this. End it now.
There we go. Ooh. There's a parry button. That's good to know. I seem to have found kick, heavy slash, slash, and dodge. I'll have to experiment a bit more. Things are rumbling. This looks like the mask. This very well could be the final door to Surt.
When you see a fire gate of Surt, know that only a sacrifice will stoke the fires of Muspel and let the dead walk through.
Find the fire, Senua, to follow the path to Surt.
Follow the fire? Can I kick this over? Is there a sacrifice that I have to put into it? Follow the path of fire to find Surt. I mean, there's definitely fires in the distance. Except this is just made out of some light timbers. Is there no way I can interact with that? Is there a torch or something else that I can use to light it aflame? Not the slave cages. Now, sacrifice, but what has been sacrificed at its base? Looks like a... No, there are people in there. I have to get closer. The wrong way, but this is the only way.
Hell will not give you the answers you want. But you mustn't look away from the horrors it does offer. Because you cannot overcome suffering if you refuse to look at it.
What's happening? Where's the fire gone? Where's it gone? The fire's disappeared. It was everywhere. Maybe it was an illusion. It was a trick. Maybe it was never there in the first place. Maybe it was a test. Surt's testing us. Surt is testing her. Why? Why would he do that? The fire giant is testing her. What is he trying to test? It was an illusion. Where's the fire?
It's interesting
it was real.
how
The fire was real. She could feel
Surt, it reminds me of the word soot. I almost wonder if both of them are intertwined.
Surt is through there. He's waiting for her. You can't get through. How will she get through?
She'll need to find another way.
Truth said, find your own path.
There's always another way.
Find another path.
There's always a way.
Find your own way.
You just have to find it. Is waiting for you.
It was never going to be that easy.
He's
Another
waiting.
door.
Soot.
Is waiting for you.
Get through that. Find him.
The pyre.
Oh, another runestone.
The Northmen tell this story. Before the earth was created, there was a world called Muspel. Because it was in the south, it was bright and hot, flaming, burning. Sparks that flew out from Muspel became the stars. Other sparks melted ice in the frozen world of Niflheim, creating the body of the first giant, Ymir. Muspel is one of the 9 worlds, and is now the land of the fire giants. And people from elsewhere cannot endure a journey there.
Oh, yes, I know. I remember my friends and I would always ask ourselves, if you had to live in a place that was unbearably hot or unbearably cold, what would you prefer? And I think I consistently said cold. Reason being is because you can always layer, make attempts to warm yourself. But with something that has oppressive heat, it's just it's so difficult to cool yourself in comparison. We are told to find our own path.
Another gate. Another gate.
She needs to find it.
Another fire sacrifice.
Another fire
Another
sacrifice.
sacrifice.
Find the fire, Senua, to follow the path to Surt.
Well, came down from there. Ah, embers, darkness.
It's too far.
She'll never find it. She'll never make her way back.
She needs to remember the way back.
What happens when she finds it? Remember.
Everything will burn.
Concentrate on where you're going. She needs to remember the path.
Everything will burn, then how will she find the way back?
She won't. She won't be able to tell.
Remember the path. Ah, because it's a path through trees. So if everything catches flame, I wonder if there'll be any trees that fall. So obviously, have to go for the spikes. Is that another stone? Nah, it's not tall enough. Now there's another stone actually over there. Now, what's in here? More pyres, or is that the way up? In any case, I'll get the runestone first. Everything is so charred.
The Northmen say that the defender of Muspel is called Surt, the foremost of the fire giants. His name means the Black One, because he is like something burnt. The Northmen believe that he sits at the border of Muspel with his flaming sword, and at the end of the world he will leave his post. He will travel to Asgard and Midgard, waging war against all the gods. He will be victorious, and then burn the whole world with fire.
Flames. I sometimes wonder if Earth will perish because of the, well, ultimate heat death of the universe, the sun growing in size. Or if it will be because of overwhelming cold. When they become red giants, suns actually give off less heat, or stars I should say. Oh. Yeah, before I look at the pyre, I need to know my way back. So, from here, I run forward, and the way out is off to the right, right there. Unless there are paths that are going to be barred as I go through the trees. Well, I'll have to see. So yeah, when they have apocalypses that describe the world ending with flames engulfing it, might not be too far from the truth. Depending. Wait, what's this? Oh, I see. We have to go ever higher.
The Northmen made fire sacrifices, burning slaves like me to reveal the path to Surt.
I searched for meaning in their suffering, in their eyes. But they just screamed like helpless pigs.
So I've spiraled into a new valley. And that's where the sacrifice is. So I have to go up, around, unless there's a way to jump down. Can you jump from a spot like this? No, not with all the spikes present. So it looks like in order for me to get out, I'm going to need to run back up the hill, go across that, but will this catch fire too? It is a wooden timber. Unless... Ah, I see. I'm gonna have to jump down from here. And then run off over there. Alright, well. Time to start the ritual. Jump off this. It's over to the right, just a little bit further. Oh, what fell?
Do your gods answer your prayers, Senua? I asked the gods for mercy, all of them, even theirs. None answered. In the end, I set myself free. Defy the gods, Senua! Find your own path, like I find mine!
My gods abandoned me. I am alone.
I really like him as a companion character. I wonder if he's almost doing the... if he's actually like a live action actor. It reminds me of my old days playing Myst and how they incorporated live actors into their cutscenes, because he just seemed so realistic in comparison to Senua, though Senua is really nicely rendered in this too. He just seems so lifelike. Yeah. Defy the gods. Choose your own path. And when you see all the atrocities done to these slaves, the sacrifices and such, all to appease these powerful beings that care not for mortals. A runestone. In the ruins of probably what used to be someone's lodge.
The Northmen believe that the world will be destroyed someday. They call it Ragnarok, the destiny of the gods. Asgard will be attacked by Surt and the fire giants. A monstrous wolf will swallow the sun,
Fenrir.
and the gods will fight in vain against their enemies. There is nothing they can do to prevent it. But Odin ever seeks knowledge and magic, hoping to find a way to postpone that dark day.
What lies in this house? It seems mostly intact. There's even staircases. Barrels, buckets, tanned hides. But no real semblance of furnishings or what these people would have lived with. A number of beams, but I don't think I can cross them. Though there is this outside. Oh, a way to get to the upper section of that previous house. I wonder why they give you this spot, this opportunity to explore it. I don't see anything here unless it's one of those things where the next door will have to be opened by finding something here. That's the runestone. Now I believe there was something else through the house too, but yes, it's another locked door. It's possible I'll have to climb up there precisely to find the rune that I need. Well, that looks like an obvious X. If X is one of the runes. Sort of a sideways hourglass and an R. This most definitely is the sideways hourglass. The R, however, I might have to have a different vantage point.
The Northmen of Hell worship the Devourers, insatiable gods of darkness. I come from Erin, Senua, where I once followed my own gods, the Tuatha De Danann.
Why did you abandon your gods?
Senua, I was a man of knowledge, not a warrior. To survive, I did things. Bad things.
Like you, Senua. The man I once was has died. And when that happens, even gods you worship can die with you.
Yeah, Tuatha. I recognize the word. Danon. I think it's supposed to be Gaelic. So that's why the Norse were the Northmen. And they come down to the British Isles, perhaps? Those are probably the times of the Druids and such. Well, let's get this aligned. Now we have to find the R. And I suspect that the R will be upstairs. Just because, why would you be able to go up here, if not for that? And I did like that observation that he had. Yeah, when you abandon your gods, do they lack power? Or does their power wane? It's definitely here somewhere. I just need to find it. Not quite. It's not the tree, is it? No, no, it has to be something with these logs. Wait, is it the fire in the dirt? There we go. Huh, he didn't have anything more to say? Suppose not. Time to open the door then. How many more trials will we have before we find Cert? Or is this his pyre? Oh. No, it's going to be another challenge. So let me review this before I start this flame. It looks pretty straightforward. We just have to run straight through this to get to the door. But I wouldn't be surprised if these two trees, given how weak they already are, just crumble in the middle. Which might force a roundabout way? Either way, I know that it's past those flags. Some of these people were burned in their cages. Oh, we can't take that path.
She's going to die.
Ooh, I actually died in the fire. That's not good. Whoops. Uh-oh. The thing is, I couldn't have anticipated where that was going. I wonder if it's not timed. Could I take my time with navigating the flames? I don't want to be overcome by the fire, but at the same time, I need to... Oh, there we go. I needed to go back. Can I actually go through this? No, this is the way to the stair. I have to traverse this over flames? Whoa, whoa, whoa. No, 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 no. Come on, Senua. You're almost there. Where's the gate? This way? I think it's over to the left. Wait. A battle? In the midst of this? Ouch. Ah.
You finished it.
Wait, a second? And a third. Ah. I wonder how many hits I can take before they vanquish me.
It's nearly over. Finish it.
No!
There are too many of them. Find a strong position. Behind you, behind you.
Barely missed that one. Oh, need to get over. Over again. Fortunately, they're slow, but they're still fast. If
Take him down.
there's
Get him down.
one of them occupying my attentions.
You won.
One more, and he seems pretty injured. Where's the end? This way? Yes.
You say your world has collapsed. Good. Let it collapse, and have the courage to shed your tears. Raise your world to the ground!
My world is dead.
Only then, as with a newborn, will you see the world anew.
No. I see nothing now.
Huh. So is he advocating wanton destruction? Or is it just to get rid of the old ways? The people who could commit atrocities like this.